Imagine placing a frog into a pot of cold water, then slowly turning up the heat. At first, the frog remains calm, barely reacting to the gradual change. It quietly adjusts its body temperature, slowly adapting to the warming water, thinking, "This is still okay. I can handle this." As the water continues to heat, the frog tolerates the rising temperature, convincing itself that it's still bearable. It adapts little by little, accepting discomfort bit by bit, believing it can survive whatever comes next. But here lies the danger. When the water becomes unbearably too hot to endure, the frog finally recognizes the urgent need to escape. It realizes now, "I must jump out to save myself." Unfortunately, by this time, the frog has already exhausted its energy, simply enduring the increasing heat. It's too weak, too depleted to make the leap to safety. Despite its desire to escape, the frog is trapped. Slowly, it succumbs to the boiling water, unable to save itself. The truth is, the frog didn't perish because of the water's heat alone. It died because it failed to act early, failed to make the decision to jump out when it still could. This phenomenon is known as the boiling frog syndrome. This powerful story mirrors many of our lives. We often endure injustice, neglect, or hardship step by step, telling ourselves, "I'll tolerate this for now. I'll deal with it later." We accept small pains, dismiss warning signs, and adapt to worsening conditions, hoping things will improve. But what starts as manageable discomfort can grow into overwhelming suffering. By the time we realize the severity of our situation, our strength to fight back, to change our circumstances, has often been drained. We lose the courage to stand up, to speak out, and to protect ourselves. The lesson here is clear. Never allow yourself to reach a point where you lack the strength to break free from toxic situations. When you sense discomfort or injustice creeping in, take action immediately. Set clear boundaries, raise your voice, and defend your dignity before it's too late. Your mental and emotional resilience is your greatest aligner. Protect it, and never let it be drained by slow, creeping harm. Will often test your limits, but you hold the power to decide when to leap out of the boiling water. Don't wait until your energy is gone. Act. Protect your peace and choose survival on your own terms, because no one deserves to become the boiled frog, someone who wanted to survive but was too late to save themselves. The frog in a boiling pot theory is a metaphor illustrating that people may fail to react to or even perceive a threat that arises gradually. The premise is that a frog will jump out of boiling water, but will stay in a pot of water that is slowly heated, eventually boiling to death. This metaphor is frequently used to highlight the danger of complacency in the face of gradual, negative changes in business, economics, and personal life. The metaphorical premise: sudden change. If a frog is placed in boiling water, it will immediately jump out to save itself, because the danger is sudden and obvious. Gradual change. If a frog is placed in a pot of cool water, and the temperature is slowly increased, it will not perceive the danger until it is too late to escape. Applications of the metaphor: business and economics. Companies may ignore gradual, innovative threats from competitors or market shifts until it's too late, such as Kodak with digital cameras, or Kodak with digital cameras, or BlackBerry with smartphones. Personal life. Individuals may stay in unhealthy relationships, jobs, or other detrimental situations because the negative aspects worsened slowly, leading them to become accustomed to the bare minimum or convince themselves it's fine. Organizational psychology. It can represent how a lack of trust or engagement in a company can build up slowly until it reaches a critical, damaging level. The reality behind the metaphor. Metaphors' power lies in its application to human psychology, where people can become complacent and fail to recognize creeping problems until they reach a crisis point. What is the moral of the story of the frog and the boiling water? Also describes a part of human psychology. We tend to accept things that grow on us gradually, but steadily, even when they seize command over our lives. But then, one day, we are awakened to discover ourselves in boiling water. And such is the nature of excess. The boiling frog story is generally offered as a metaphor, cautioning people to be aware of even gradual change lest they suffer eventual, undesirable consequences. It may be invoked in support of a slippery slope argument, as a caution against creeping normality. It is also used in business to reinforce that change needs to be gradual, to be accepted. The term boiling frog syndrome is a metaphor used to describe the failure to act against a problematic situation which will increase in severity until reaching catastrophic proportions. It thereby encapsulates the barely noticeable impact of slow environmental degradation. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated for more inspiring content. You can also leave a comment and share the video so that we could reach and inspire more people. Thank you, and to God be all the glory.